Yeah. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, ladies and gentlemen. You already know, man, this is a live show. Gotta wait till people, start tuning in. We're gonna be talking about Tyson Fury. Of course, just a little bit of what happened last weekend and the aftermath of what happened what's transpiring now. People talking about downplaying Deontay Wilder, and like I said in one of my videos, I didn't want to touch base on that, but of course people downplaying Deontay Wilder, and the only thing that does is downplay Tyson Fury's win, and we don't want to do that. We want to respect these fighters. We want to respect that another man just had a better night. Two guys was fighting the best of the best. One guy got to lose. Fury won. Deontay Wilder lost, and we're gonna see a trilogy. And I'm happy to say that it's gonna happen. Now, y'all saw the title, and this I'm gonna say I always keep it real. My channels. I don't go back on my words. I picked Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury coming in. But it's not only because I felt like, Deontay Wilder was just gonna, get in his behind, beat him up or nothing like that. And it wasn't really about that. It was more about that. It was more about the status of boxing and what I felt boxing needed. What the heavyweight needed was that I said it 1,000 times. If you follow, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, you already know, man. Smash the like button. I said that what was needed, especially in the heavyweight, especially in boxing, because we already know, man, the heavyweight division was in a coma for a long time. Even it was still in a coma when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko. And because it was still in a coma when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, it's because the way that Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, finessing his way, it was not exciting. And, it didn't move. It didn't move the needle in the sport of boxing. And I said, knockouts need to occur in the heavyweight division. Knockouts is what people miss. A lot of people love the heavyweight division, but they want to see knockouts. So true, it was pretty clear it was having fun first. Yeah. I mean, everybody gets, everybody get exposed. You feel me? But that doesn't mean because when they get exposed, at least they're getting exposed by another great fighter, and they get exposed by fighting the best. That's the best thing. It's not like Deontay Wilder got exposed fighting the guys that probably he should have beaten. He got exposed by Fury. He got probably a little exposed by Ortiz. Those are the type of fighters that's supposed to expose Wilder. Now, go looking on the comment, my brother. But I was gonna say that we was looking for. And I know there's going to be UK fans. I know it's going to be Tyson Fury fans going to be like, oh, no. But it's true. If you're a fan of the sport, hardcore boxing fan that you follow boxing throughout the year. Now, I'm not talking about guys that only follow boxing when there's a contractual, a main event that's about to occur in the near future. No, I'm talking about people that follow boxing day in and day out throughout the whole year. You know what I'm talking about. The heavyweight division was in a coma. It didn't have no excitement in it. And we already know that the heavyweight division is probably the division that actually moved the needle in the sport of boxing. When the heavyweight division is not doing well, you see it in America. It wasn't out in mass media, ESPN, and people like Max Kellerman that was the first take. He wasn't talking about boxing like that. Undisputed. They don't talk about those high traffic programs. Do not talk about boxing, meaning that boxing was not in the forefront of of the sport industry. Now we all wanted to know who's going to be the next Mike Tyson. Who's going to be the next Mike Tyson? Who's going to have that extreme power that we missed? Who is that guy? And of course, whether you like it or not, Deontay Wilder emerged. Anthony Joshua emerged. And that's why even when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko and he went through his hiatus, people was talking about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. People wasn't missing Tyson Fury. People, you know, he ain't had the proper look. He wasn't that exciting, you know, tippy-toeing 6'9", tippy-toeing around the ring, right? Now we have these two big, young knockout artists, something that was missing. It was bringing excitement to the heavyweight division. It was bringing excitement to boxing. One of the cash cows right now is Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder has emerged as the cash of a cash cow in America. Well, he got 28 million just for this fight. So you could honestly say now we have a new cash cow in America. Mexico, Canelo, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao, UK, Anthony Joshua, and now you got Deontay Wilder. Floyd Mayweather's retired, so right now is Deontay Wilder. Now is the cash cow of American boxing, right? So the reason why I picked Deontay Wilder to beat Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, it's because I felt this is what boxing needed. We needed a Deontay Wilder to be in the forefront of the heavyweight division because he brings that highlight reel excitement. He brings that freak of nature. He brings that to the table that makes the heavyweight way more interesting, that makes boxing interesting. That's why this was a big event. Because in reality, look, a lot of people say, oh, I had Tyson Fury. Oh, Deontay Wilder's a bum. He got no skills. He can't fight. Who was the favorite to win the first fight? Who was the favorite to win the second fight? Look at the odds. Look at the betting odds. So I don't want to hear nobody because even Vegas had Deontay Wilder winning. It takes some skills to knock somebody out, okay? It's just not easy to knock people out, okay? It takes some skills, okay? So I felt like that's what boxing needed, a knockout artist, something special. But Tyson Fury has shown the way he showcased this new transformation of being aggressive and knocking out, which the guy that's supposed to be the baddest guy on the planet, beating the bully, that's what they called it, the bully beating the bully. It changed my mind a little bit. It changed my mind because I didn't think that Tyson Fury was really going to do what he said in the promo. Even the people, even Tyson Fury fans didn't believe that was the approach. Because we was thinking about, is Tyson Fury really going to stay in the line of fire? Is he really? Because we already saw in the first fight, he almost got knocked out cold. That's why we called him the Undertaker. Let's not forget about the first fight. I know he outboxed him in the first fight. I know he manhandled him in the second fight. But at the end of the day, that first fight would never go away. And just because of that first fight, which the Wilder knocked down Tyson Fury twice, you can't tell me that a trilogy is not given. Because the first fight is always going to be in the mind. He has a puncher's chance. Not more than a puncher's chance. Fury made a statement to Joshua how to take it from the champ. Exactly. Now think about it. Let's say if Tyson Fury would have took it to Deontay Wilder, similar like the first fight, and then Anthony Joshua would have been, we saw how he beat Andy Ruiz. Did it bring anybody? Did it bring some excitement? What is up? What's up, my brother? Did it bring any excitement? Not really. Not the type of excitement to move the needle. The highlight reel that this guy possesses, Deontay Wilder, is what actually moves the needle. Now, some people is going to say, oh, but Deontay Wilder, he wasn't selling out crowds like that before the Tyson Fury. Like, it takes two to tango. It takes matchups. It takes these two big personalities to come together and then lure the fans in. It takes the best of the best, especially in boxing where we're not seeing what we want. Fury's the man at heavyweight. Yes, he is the man at heavyweight. Yes, he is. I agree with that. But if you follow me, if you subscribe to the channel, I always say, it's not if you win or if you lose. It's how you win and how you lose. The way that Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder is what's needed in boxing. An aggressive heavyweight that's about to knock dudes out. That's what it is. Tyson Fury could become a real legend, not just a great fighter, not just a great fighter in his era, but a legend of the sport if he stays with that type of aggression. If he stays with that type of style, not the finesse style, not a 6'9", 273 pounds, moving around, tippy-toeing, pop-shotting, pawning the jab. No. The Tyson Fury that we've seen, that he's bigger than everybody else, taller than everybody else, probably got the best technique of everybody else, should not be just tippy-toeing and not just be trying to win by decision. Needs to impose his weight, needs to impose his skills, needs to impose his strength. And that's what boxing needed. I didn't think that Tyson Fury really had it in him to do that, especially against Deontay Wilder, staying in front of his face, staying in front of the line, planting his feet, because of course you're staying in line, you're gonna be countered, and it happens before, and he was on the ground. Good looking, Kev. I had Joshua 1 because of resume, but after Fury performance, I got Joshua Fury tied for number 1. And again, like I said in one of my videos, in my yesterday video, I posted. If you haven't seen it, you can see it after this live show. We need to change. We need to stop. We need to stop the culture of downplaying dudes when they lose. We're doing it as fans. We're just discrediting the sport, discrediting these guys. If we're gonna call on boxers to fight the best of the best, then when they lose, they stock shouldn't drop like that. They shouldn't be written off. They fought the best of the best. Want the best guy beat another best guy. That's what we want to see. Now, if a guy that's supposed to be all the best and he's fighting a tune-up and the tune-up guy beats him up, then we could say, oh man, this guy's exposed. Oh, this was a paper champion. Oh, he just had a bunch of dudes that he was fighting, molded to cater to his strength so he could look good. But if it's the best of the best, if it's fights like Spence versus Porter, which these guys are probably in the same level, and you see a matchup like that, you'd be like, wow, both of them get some credit. If you see Inoue with Nonito Donaire, wow, both of them get some credit because you're actually fighting top level competition. But if you see Triple G and Canelo, and it's a draw or it's a close fight, that's what we want to see. In the heavyweight division, look, Mike Tyson got knocked out by Holyfield. They ran it all over again. You didn't say, oh no, Mike Tyson, that's it, he got knocked out by Holyfield. Why he need a rematch? What are you gonna do in a rematch? No, because you understand that what Mike Tyson possesses, at any given time, any given day, he could win. Like Mike Tyson of the world, to be labeled as bad as man on the planet. It was incredible for him to change trainers. He made the proper adjustments. The proper adjustments that Deontay Wilder should have done a long time ago. And we're not only saying that he needs to change his trainer because he lost. We always felt that Deontay Wilder should have changed his trainers. Not because he's not successful with them, because there's levels to this to the game. We're grateful, and Deontay Wilder for sure. You're right. Smash the like button, people. We know that sometimes a person just could take you so far. You could be great, but you got to exceed your potential. You just don't want to match your potential. You want to exceed your potential. And Deontay Wilder, even though that he started out late, we could already see that he's a fast learner. This is a freak. This guy walked in the gym as an adult. And to be where he's at today, from where he comes from, like I said in my video, is remarkable. And whoever tries to downplay that, really, you just don't respect the game. You don't respect the sport. You don't respect these fighters. You just in it to hate, to know what's going on and what's relevant, just so you could talk bad about it. Because think about it, if you yourself is 20, 19 years old, and you walk in the gym. What's the odds of you becoming a heavyweight champion or even a champion in any weight class? It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, my people. A lot of these fighters started out when they're young, younger than 10 years old, 8, 7, started out amateurs at 10 years old. Mike Tyson, a lot of people always want to be like, oh man, Deontay Wilder's not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson started when he was 12 or 13 years old. He was groomed to be who he is. Deontay Wilder was not groomed to be what he has become. He is blessed. And the boxing world should really appreciate what we see from this guy. And from these other fighters that step inside and risk their life for pure entertainment. We got to have some humbleness in our analysis. I don't think Wilder could learn to box at this late stage of his career. He relies too much on his power. I respectfully, again, disagree. Anytime that I hear that Deontay Wilder can't box or learn how to box, there's a problem. I have a real problem with that. The dude could box. He wouldn't be an Olympian if he can't box. My people, who is saying that he can't box? Who is saying this? That is really altering the minds of people. That's like me saying, yo, I can have babies and I could make her come, but I can't fuck. I'm sorry for my language, my people, but really think about it, y'all. A guy cannot box, but he's an Olympian and won a bronze medal. He ain't knocked nobody out in the Olympics. He was outboxing dudes in the Olympics. Then June, Wilder got a chance to come back. We see. Max said best. He can box in the traditional way, but he can't fight his own way. I think Max Kellerman is a piece of shit, in my opinion. Sorry, Kevin. You know why? Because Max Kellerman is a boxing dude, and when he got the biggest platform, the biggest traffic, meaning first take, he stopped talking about boxing. He abandoned boxing. The only reason he talks about boxing right now is because they have deals with ESPN now. But he abandoned boxing. And Max Kellerman said he can't box in a traditional way. Cool. There's a lot of boxers that can't box in a traditional way. Roy Jones Jr. didn't box in a traditional way. He was unorthodox. He didn't cover up. It was about reflexes. Until his reflexes were done, people started questioning, where did Roy Jones Jr. learn some defense? Special people are unorthodox. Manny Pacquiao is not your traditional boxer and fighter, but he's probably one of the greatest of all times. Mike Tyson being a heavyweight champion at the height that he's like 5'9", they say he's 5'11". No, I've seen Mike Tyson in person. He is no damn 5'11". He's like 5'9". 5'10" the most. He's not your traditional heavyweight. There's a lot of people that's not traditional. The special ones are not traditional. Even when Muhammad Ali came, the way he was moving is not traditional for a heavyweight. So I say, when people say he can't box, what are we comparing him to? To a George Foreman? Because Deontay Wilder is actually the George Foreman of today. What did George Foreman? Only had the big power punch, the big power hook. That's it. If you could get away from the hook, you could be George Foreman. There's a lot of heavyweights that don't got power, that got all the skills in the world, but can't hurt a fly. What up, what up, what up? What up, Black Brown Boxing? What's good, man? Thanks, Kev. Yeah, I think when we look at Deontay Wilder and we say that, and people say that he can't box, when we say he can't box, who are we trying to compare him to? to what boxer, because the beauty of this sport is that we have so many different type of styles in which it's not traditional. Like a style in Mexico is it teaches you way different from the traditional style in Thailand or in Japan. In Africa, we have the styles. Remember, even America and the UK, they call it a European style. So European style was more finesse, more amateur-like. Outboxing is about they really emphasize the point system. It's very different from American style boxing, and we see it in the heavyweight. We see the difference between Holyfield, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. We see the difference between that. We see the difference between the Roy Jones to the Kawasaki. We see the difference between the Vasily Lomachenko to the Gary Russell Jr. Even though they have their styles and great styles, but there's a different mindset. We see the Josh Kellys. We see the Boots Ennis. Up there in the Canelo fight, they saying that May 2nd, it might be Canelo and Caleb Smith. I think that's what's gonna happen. We'll see. I think that's gonna be. I think that's probably the better fight. That's unification bout right there for Canelo Alvarez. And with Canelo Alvarez, you already know he's always trying to challenge himself and always trying to rack up on belts, and then he throws the belts away. So think about it. Do you and also this what I could say also when people's talking about Deontay Wilder and he's not traditional, if he needs to learn how to box. I want Deontay Wilder to be the wild man Deontay Wilder. We already have enough guys that just stand there and know how to box and points, and we have your Dillian Whites of the world, and we have the Anthony Joshua in the world. I want something different. I don't want him to be just like them. I don't want to see another Klitschko. I already had seen a Klitschko. I would like Deontay Wilder. If you ever been to a Deontay Wilder fight, my man, it's hype. Anyway, and you know it was funny also that people when it's boxing, oh, it's boring. You hear the hate when it was Floyd Mayweather. Oh, it's boring. The fans really want to see some action. I want to see a fight. Here comes Deontay Wilder. He's giving you that action. He's giving you that wild fight. You're drinking. You want to see a fight. You're trying to. I never hurt nobody. I never went to a boxing event or to a bar or to a gang of people with my friends to watch a fight, and I never heard, yo, my man, yo, I can't wait to Saturday night. We're about to see the boxing bout. Or yo, I can't wait to Saturday night to see the sweet signs of boxing. No, we always be like, yo, my man, where you gonna go this Saturday? You gonna watch the fight? Or you gonna watch the fight? We never saying, yo, I'm gonna see the boxing bout this Saturday evening. Let's be real. You say I'm gonna go see the fight. Babe, I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna be with my people. We're about to watch the fight. The fight with who? Yeah, Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. That guy that knock out everybody, right? Yeah. Let me Joshua will fight Fury now. I want to see the trilogy. This ain't over. This ain't over. It's contracted. I want to see the trilogy. And some people gonna be like, come on, man, punch. Come on, man. He beat him too easy this time. Let's see if Wilder can make those type of those adjustments now that he got his behind beaten, manhandled. And it's just like I said in one of my videos. I said, yo, people's like, oh man, he got exposed by Tyson Fury. My man, do you understand? Now, when I say my man, I'm talking about in general. Yo, Tyson Fury is 6'9". Do you know there is no type of way that you could prepare for a Tyson Fury at 6'9", 270 plus pounds that could move the way he moves? How many sparring partners look like Tyson Fury so you could prepare for him? And I think a lot of people don't put all these things into perspective. They just look at a fight and their mind just so into the fight they forget about the buildup. They forgot about preparation. They forgot about, yo, remember, just you got to think about it yourself if you're a fighting guy. And just think about it. I'm about to fight this guy, and how I'm going to prepare to fight this guy. If you think about it, even in the small welterweight division, you heard it all the time. It's hard to get sparring partners to prepare for a Manny Pacquiao. Why? Because there is nothing that could simulate that. There is nothing that could simulate anything like Tyson Fury. Even the greats talk about it. Mike Tyson was talking about it in his podcast. He's big, he's strange, he can move. I don't understand. I just never really understood his style. Because it's hard to figure out that a 6'9" guy could be agile, could move around the ring, could stick and move like Tyson Fury, throw those type of feints. Deontay Wilder probably does needed this fight, and now, okay, I could be outboxed by him. He could rush me. Now I can make the proper adjustment. I know that I can knock this guy out because I've done it before. My fault, I wasn't reading. I was going all out. I got Casimora knocking Inoue out. Casimora looking good. I'm about to drop a video later on tonight about Casimero. I'm sorry. He was looking good in the workout today. Yesterday, I believe so. I go for Casimero. I saw the updated news stat on training. He was crazy. Yeah, he was throwing them left hooks, looking like Manny Pacquiao, right? When he was shadow boxing. I'm telling you, that guy, yo, he's got momentum. He got the best momentum for any champion right now. Tyson is a problem. He's a hell of a problem. Especially now if he's going to be aggressive like that. Now people going to be like, oh, whoa. I thought I could figure Tyson Fury out. But what he did this past weekend, you really got to pay attention to the finesse or the aggression. And trust me, you just ain't going to push Tyson Fury off of you. And Tyson Fury understands that now. Man, I could smother you. I'm 6'9", almost 300 pounds. You just ain't going to push me away. It's going to be hard. True lows. And he probably waited more. I still want Wilder to fight. He just needs time to adjust. Exactly. That's just the proper take that we should all, if we're all boxing fans, that's the proper take. Boom, a trilogy. Now he needs to go back to the gym and adjust. Just like we got to do in life. In boxing is the same thing. Let's see adjust. Let's see if he's going to change some trainers or bring some new minds in. Because at this stage, no, I do not need Deontay Wilder to learn how to box in the traditional way. No. What Deontay Wilder do need, and at this level and at this age, is game planning, game strategy, and for him to follow those instructions and follow the game plan. That's it. You're not going to gain more power. You're not going to gain more speed. At this stage, it's all about game planning. It's all about making the proper adjustments, whether in training camp or whether timely adjustments during the ring. Now, those are special fighters that could adjust on the fly. Special fighters could do that. Some fighters need to lose to make the proper adjustments. Still want Wilder. I like it, but I'm no Wilder fan. At the start, we all boxing fans, right? Brennan, we all boxing fans, right? And I'm not speaking as a Wilder fan, Tyson Fury fan, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd. I'm talking as a boxing fan, looking at everything as a whole, not no tunnel vision. I think if we all see it like that, we understand that, damn, this guy makes the heavyweight interesting. Just as Fury makes the heavyweight interesting, we need a Wilder to make it interesting. If it didn't have a Wilder and a Fury, it would have never been a big event. If it didn't have those different type of styles, the boxer versus the puncher in history is what makes fights, right? Roberto Duran, the puncher, the boxer. Whether he was a great boxer, but that's the way they had it. The superior boxer of Oscar de la Hoya, and the hooks and the power of Trinidad. Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, George Foreman, Ali, Frazier, Ali, Sonny Liston, Lewis, Rocky. It's always been the best sell. Mayweather, Pacquiao, boxer, puncher, always been the major sell in boxing. Always has been and always will be. So you do need a Deontay Wilder, and you do need a Tyson Fury. You do need the Anthony Joshua of the world. 34 is young for a heavyweight. That's right. They don't preserve a lot of energy. That's why. Fury will ragdoll Wilder again. Maybe, or maybe not. Gerald, maybe Deontay Wilder knocks out Wilder, and this time he won't get up. We don't know. That's the beauty of boxing, baby. The beauty of boxing. It happened before. It's not like we didn't see what we saw in the first fight, right? We just can't say, oh, yeah, we saw. We all real. Tyson Fury outboxed Deontay Wilder for almost the whole fight. But we can't neglect that the dude was knocked out. And 98%, when the dude gets knocked out like that, flat and his head banged in the canvas and his eyes are closed, they stop the fight. Jack Reese was counting. He did something that I thought that you don't see in boxing. If a guy lands the way that Tyson Fury landed, they usually stop the fight. They won't even start counting. He's out. I watch boxing all day long. And if I'm not watching live boxing, I'm watching YouTube and watching a bunch of boxing fights. When a guy lands like this, 98% of the time, they won't even start counting. They be like this, he's done, and take the mouthpiece off his mouth. Thank you that Jack Reese actually counted so we can have this type of fight. Imagine if Jack Reese would have called the fight off. Will we be talking about this right now? Would Tyson Fury would have had his chance of redemption? Would have been a rematch if it would have been just called out? No, it would have been like Deontay Wilder just knocked out cold another guy. Now let's move on to Anthony Joshua, right? It would have never been a rematch because it was nothing to gain. Tyson Fury didn't come with a belt. So think about it. I want to see a trilogy. I want to see Deontay Wilder can make the proper adjustments. I want to see if it could be a better fight. I want to see if Tyson Fury could do it again. I want to see if they could both knock out each other and stand back up and go a whole 12 round. I want to see it. Why not? Fury shocked me. I'm not taking his eyes, but when I saw this fight, it looked like he was on meth. No offense, his energy was on a different level. I don't know about that, man. I enjoy watching Wilder destroy his opponent, but now I don't think he could beat Fury. Fury now has the killer instinct on the top of already brilliant skills. You know what? We live in a moment. We live in a moment as boxing fans. General. It's like I gave the analogy on my last video when I was talking about that. What happened when Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz? He was done. He shouldn't even fight no more. He's not mentally there, right? He should fire his trainer. He's not a fighter. He's a wannabe model. You saw when he lost, all the critique of the way they rid him off. 5 months later, he won the heavyweight championship belt, and it's now Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Oh, the best, somebody the best. You see how boxing fans get? So we can't say, oh, because whatever happened to Deontay Wilder now, oh, that's it. He has no chance versus Tyson Fury. After that performance, oh, no, that's it. Nah. I saw whatever I need to see. That's it. Oh, you always got to think about the first fight as well. Yes, he could be outboxed. That's it. We understand that. Tyson Fury could outbox Deontay Wilder. That's it. But could Tyson Fury consistently be in front of him? Because could he do what he did his last fight again? Could Deontay Wilder put his punches together? Could Deontay Wilder come to the ring without a costume? Ooh, that's it, just with a robe, just with a robe. That's it. Bomb squad, that's it. I ain't gonna come. I ain't gonna come with no costume. Exactly. You could say Wilder lost 17 out of 19 rounds to Fury, going for points. Do it and toe to toe has to change if he's gonna have a chance. Lame excuse for Wilder. It was a lame excuse. Embarrassing excuse. Embarrassing excuse. I would have never said that. He should have talked to people. Matter of fact, I go back and I'll blame it on somebody else. I'll be like, yo, my man, that was somebody. He just said that. I didn't even want he said that it was too heavy. Nah. That was a typo. Somebody stole my phone or something. Son, I would have lied or something. Nah. That was one of my somebody in my camp said that. It wasn't me. Shit never came with that excuse. So before I go on my way out, so we got a March. What you think about Virgil Ortiz and Samuel Vargas, y'all? That's a good step up for Virgil Ortiz. I want to see what he's going to do on Samuel Vargas. Samuel Vargas he's a tough cookie. He's been knocked down. He's knocked down. What was his last fight with Amir Khan that he knocked dude down? He's got beaten up by Danny Garcia, right? Was it Danny Garcia that beat him? I know Errol Spence beat him. That's a good step for Virgil Ortiz. What you think about Michael Conlan? Michael Conlan, I don't believe he got the type of power. We got like 7 knockouts. I think they moving his career a little bit slow. I think they should speed it up a little bit. He's gonna be fighting in Madison Square Garden, I believe so. New York City, St. Patrick's Day. I like him. I like him, but I think again he got that European style, which they don't emphasize a lot of power in their game. It's about outboxing you. I'm maneuvering you. It's more of a physical chess match for them. Josh Kelly is back in the ring this March. It's a nice showcase month in the sport of boxing. You got Shakur Stevenson in the ring. Like I said, you got Shakur Stevenson in the ring. You got Josh Kelly. I want to actually see him stop somebody. He's been struggling a little bit in a lot of spots. I think he relies too much on his reflexes. I still think that he's a nice, he can make a lot of noise in the sport of boxing, 147 pounds. Can you imagine Josh Kelly versus Virgil Ortiz? I want to see Virgil Ortiz and his boots. I believe that's a pay-per-view fight later on in the line. Maybe it could be in 154. I don't know how long they're going to be taking. I think, and his Boots career is moving a little too slow. I think they need to speed it up real quick. I think right now he's actually fighting I think right now he's getting used to fighting guys that's really not going to help him when he fights the elite guys. I think they really need to step it up. He really needs to get to fight one of the top 10 guys in the sport of boxing. He can't be fighting these guys in the top 30 and nothing like that. That's it. It ends right. He got too much skills for that. But he ain't fighting. But let's talk about the guys that's gonna be fighting in March. Naoya is a monster. Ortiz is a monster. What happened to the Chinese heavyweight giant? I know I haven't heard from him in a while, right? Do you think if Mikey wins on Saturday, it could be Pac and Mikey? Maybe. A great chance that it could be Pac and Mikey because, of course, we already know that he only got 1 fight left with PBC. And the Zone been talking too. I mean, there's been talks about Manny Pacquiao signing with the Zone. So, and you saw that Manny Pacquiao has a new manager group. So we already know how that's going to coexist with Al Heyman. So I think that Manny Pacquiao is going to be on his way out with PBC. I don't think that he's really going to stay there. He can make as much money with Mikey Garcia that he can make with Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and I think he can make more with Errol Spence. It could be a big fight with Bud Crawford. But I don't know. I think he's on the way. He's on his way out with PBC, in my opinion. It's either that or he tasted the PBC type of money, and maybe he'll stay. But looking at his moves right now, I think that he'll bounce. Manny Pacquiao, I think at this stage of his career, he likes to explore other business endeavors. Could be great farewell fight for Mikey. Said farewell for Mikey. Fury school Wilder throughout. He's got Wilder's number. Third fight will be unwise as Wilder can't fight on the back foot. Let's be honest, he needs a teacher. I think they all need a teacher. Even Tyson Fury felt like he needed a new he needed to adjust to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was really simple to beat. Tyson Fury would have never adjusted to change his whole camp, change his whole trainer to beat a Deontay Wilder. That's what great fighter. It takes you to change, to switch up, to really do your studies and have a great game plan for a great fighter. So does he got his number? Outboxing him, yes, he got his number. A lot of people felt he beat him the first time. A lot of people he manhandled him the second fight. But again, Deontay Wilder is still a great fighter in today's heavyweight. We just can't, write him off because he just lost to Tyson Fury. I want to see a trilogy. I want to see a trilogy. In the back of my mind, I'm always going to think also, you know what? In the first fight, it could have been a referee could have easily stopped it. Easily. In any other fight, they'll stop that. And I'm not taking nothing away from Tyson Fury, but if you're a boxing fan, you know what the hell I'm talking about. In any other fight that we see in the sport of boxing, when a guy landed like Tyson Fury, like he did in the first in that 12th round, head in the canvas and his eyes closed, all laid back like this, they'll stop the fight and take the mouthpiece off his mouth so he could breathe. That's boxing. We got to keep it real. So if we know that Deontay Wilder could possess that type of that type of outcome, then the trilogy is good. I want to see. People is tired of Deontay Wilder fighting guys that they say they bums, right? So let him get another trilogy. Let him get a trilogy. A lot of people talking about, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Look, right now, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, he got a mandatory. He's gonna fight Pulev. We don't even know if he's gonna get away with. He's gonna beat Pulev. A lot of people, I got Anthony Joshua beating Pulev, but we don't know. We don't know what Anthony Joshua's chin. Anything can happen in the heavyweight division, right? And we all know that because Andy Ruiz beat him, right? So it can happen. Pulev could throw a monkey wrench. And then the WBO, remember, the WBO worked it out with IBS so he could get his mandatory. The WBO is not going to wait. They're not going to go to another unification bout. He's going to have to fight a WBO. Hopefully, if Alexander Usyk win his fight, he's gonna probably fight Alexander Usyk later on this year. This Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua was not going to happen. Not this year. The craziest part is more experts and pundits did not agree with his new strategy before the fight. Brilliant tactical adjustment. Right, King? Absolutely right. And then after that, look, what's funny, that's what I mean. I suggest, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, I'm not going to say this because I got my channel. This is a boxing channel. I would like everybody to subscribe to me because I give it, I express it the real. I express the real when it comes to boxing. I do my due diligence to be real with it, unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. But these mass media, fake boxing platforms, which they don't follow boxing throughout the year. Max Kellerman, a lot of people, Max Kellerman is good. Yeah. You know what? Max Kellerman, one time I was in New York City, right across the street, Madison Square Garden, when they had the ESPN. And it was him and Stephen A. Smith. They was right outside, right? And I'm just a guy, hey, yo, what's good? Stuff like that. What you got? The people's talking boxing with him. And then I said, yo, what do you think about Gary Russell Jr.? And Max Kellerman said, who's that? And Stephen A. Smith was like, I ain't never heard of him. I said, man, y'all know nothing about no boxing. I jetted out, had to leave. Right? Max Kellerman is good, but he don't follow boxing throughout the year. If he got something going on, He got peoples that gives him information throughout the week. When he's about to talk, he has to do his studies before he talks. See, I don't have to go really do my studies and talk because I follow boxing throughout the whole year. He's a dude that mastered the journalism game in public speaking. Great power in English. And that's what people, he could convince you that he knows everything he's talking about. Just like yesterday, what he said yesterday in the first take. Oh, the rematch. It could be a rematch, but Tyson Fury has to agree on the rematch. No, you dummy. That's not what's on the contract. And Bob Arum even said it. Shout out to the boxing voice, Nestor Gibbs. He said it in his podcast. In his podcast, that no, that that's what's on contract. When if Deontay Wilder exercises his contract within the 25, it was 30 days, but the 25 days, it's up to Deontay Wilder. Max Kellerman don't know what he's talking about. Then Max Kellerman is Stephen A. Smith's teacher, and then Stephen A. Smith don't even really know what he's talking about. He just Rowdy Piper and ESPN. Come on, man. We stay with independent media. You already know, man. Hardcore boxing fans, hardcore boxing channels. Smash the like button, man. Subscribe to The Real. In this channel, we all time in. This is not about me being right or wrong. Nah. I'm a teacher. I'm a student of the game, and I love talking to other people that know about boxing. And we all teach each other. We all have different perspective and different way we look at things, and we come to the concrete understanding. It's like what we having right now. We're having a discussion. We all having a respectful discussion, but we have different personality. I mean, different perspective and different way that we look at things. And we might see Tyson Fury and say one thing, Deontay Wilder say another thing, you know. But at the end of the day, we know the nature. That is all in good spirit when we're talking about boxing. And that's the way it should be because we love the sport. These are guys that's putting their life on the line for pure entertainment. And some of these people be talking like he's a bum, he whack, he's scared, he pussy, he's this. Come on, man. There's no way to talk about these guys that put their life on the line. Come on, right? We like watching them because they actually do. And they step inside the ring. We know what they do is a dangerous thing. And then we get humbled if somebody dies. Thus Patrick Day. Shout out to Patrick Day and his family. Then we humbled. And then, oh, man, it is a dangerous sport. Then we got to respect these guys. We never know that they're going to come out the way they walked inside the ring. Wilder has just faced adversity. It could either make him or break him. Not everybody comes back. It's true. It could either make him or break him. But even if he don't come back from that, he's still a world-class fighter. And he accomplished things that a guy that started at his age would never accomplish. I think people also forget that this is not just an American sport. This is a world sport. Do you know how many heavyweights there are trying to compete to the level of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Think about it. You're just not competing with the guy in your state. You're not just competing with the guy in your county. You're not just competing with the guys in your country. You're competing against the world. You're competing as Casimiro from the Philippines is trying to fight the best guy in Tokyo. That's some tough ass shit. This ain't no NBA where LeBron James from Ohio and I'm competing with the best guy from LA or something like that. No, boxing is a world sport. You got Tyson Fury, the best from the UK. You got Anthony Joshua. You got Wilder. You got the Manny Pacquiao's of the world. In the UFC, even like that, you got the John Jones and you got the Conor McGregors. You got the Brazilian fighters and their styles. I love the combat game. We have to really respect these fighters. It's not easy to be where Deontay Wilder was. It's not easy. The more you say he's a bum, the more you say he can't box, the more you say he can't fight, then you actually like discrediting the whole damn sport. You're actually discrediting Tyson Fury's win. Good luck, Kev. We got responsibility as a fan. We got the platform, especially now that we got a platform, we got social media. Every opinion matters. You know why every opinion matters? Because whether they don't show it or they don't reply to you, they all see it. They see it. We living in the information world right now. We living in a world that everybody has an opinion, and right now we living in a world that everybody's opinion is valid. There's different type of levels of the validation of those opinions. But I'll tell you like this: we all got a valid opinion. If you look at this, if put it this way, if you look at boxing right now, they hiring guys that had channels like myself. Look at the two guys in the zone. Look at Radar Raheem. He's working for the zone. Look at what's his name from Fight Hub? He's working for PBC. Look at that. Now they hiring the guys that was YouTubers or had their little side shows that wasn't in mass media, and now they want our voices. Think about that. So our voices do count. Our voices do count. And if you're a good boxing fan and you have great content, yo, go make your channel, speak your mind, because your voice do count. If you really want to do it and uplift the sport of boxing, not do it because you want to diminish the sport. I do this channel because I love the sport of boxing. That's why in my channel, even people, my family members be like, what are you talking about when you say, this is a modern day wars, modern day gladiators? What the hell they do for you? This is our modern day wars and modern day gladiators. If we was living in the Coliseum, what you think these guys would be? Our gladiators. Stephen A. Smith is the one downgrading fight, and I did a video with him when he was downgrading Andy Ruiz. I got on him. I know how it is. I came second to the Golden Glove, Lower East Side Boys Club, 1999. Oh, that, okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. And thank you for going out there and putting your life on the line for pure entertainment, Mike Cotto. You're a warrior, bro. You're a warrior. I respect that. I respect every man, every woman that get inside that ring. It takes one hell of balls. Excuse me, no homo. Cojones. Heart. Y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't know. Yep. And you know what? And there's a lot of heroes too that they never reached the pinnacle. You be like, what's up, champ? You know that guy around your way that he used to box? You still look at him like a champ. Yo, what's up, champ? Does he got a belt? No, but you know it takes a champion to get inside that ring. It takes a champion. You don't need that belt to validate your heart, your determination, your grit, your sacrifices. So when I hear people say Deontay Wilder is a bum, Deontay Wilder can't box, Deontay Wilder can't fight, do yourself a favor. Do not watch this sport. And especially do not watch the sport in front of me. And especially don't watch the sport in front of me when I'm on my move, Sean. Not in person, bro. Not in person. I can't stand people that can't respect fighters. I can't. But yet you want to watch it. You want to be more barbaric mentally than what you see in the ring. Oh, I don't like the way this person talks. He talks trash. And then that's what they need to do to sell. To sell, man. This is the way they eat. Whatever it takes to sell the fight, they need to say. And at the end of the day, you know what these boxers do? They go and they hug each other after the fight. Thank you. Thank you. What they say, yo, my man, thank you for giving me the opportunity, bro, to feed my family. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And when you fight somebody, you have that bond forever. A respectable fight, you have that bond forever. I share rings with that man. We share blood, sweat, and tears with that man. Exactly, Think Cap. People say dumb-ish and are proud of their ignorance. Because evil is winning right now, y'all. That's why I say, that's why I always say, I don't know if a lot of people believe in God or has a relationship with God. That's why I say God first, everything second. We're living in a world right now that negativity sells. Always live in a world like that, especially in media. We living in a world that if I show you too much credit, they're gonna be like, you a fanboy. I'm a fanboy. If I show you too much credit, I'm on your piece, because it's not cool to give somebody else that credit. It's not cool to be like, you're my man. If you say to a dude, you're my man, I love you, they'd be like, oh my man, this guy is a thing. You can't show love to somebody, or it's like, great, why are you showing love to him? We living in a world right now that's really evil, that really want to erase love, that really want to erase compassion, that really want to erase the moral standard of how humans are supposed to care for one another and live. It's crazy. Much respect for the pros. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I'm always gonna show respect to those men and women that step inside the ring. Yo, it takes special humans to do that. Like who you like the style, like a style better than another style. We all got our favorites. But one thing that should be given, one thing that should be standard, is the respect for fighters. A guy that has 40 knockouts, that has almost paralyzed every man he ever faced, to say that he can't fight, you have a problem. To say that he can't box because you don't like the way he boxes, because you don't like the way that he boxes, and he doesn't box like Mike Tyson, and he doesn't box like Moore, and he doesn't box like Lewis, and he doesn't box like Bruno, that doesn't mean the guy can't box. Learn how to use different terminology. He's an awkward fighter. That's it. Just awkward. He's not traditional? Yeah, he's not traditional. But you know what? Who's a traditional fighter? Ain't nobody going to fight like they in the 1902. That's traditional. Bud Crawford that switches up from southpaw to orthodox, that's not traditional. Are we going to say that he can't box either? Because it's not traditional? You know? Is it traditional for somebody to move up weight classes after weight class and beating big dudes? That's not traditional. It's traditional, so put your hands behind your head like Roy Jones and pop you and boom and knock you out. Is that traditional? No. This is the world of boxing. Everybody got a different style, and it's fun to see different styles get in the ring and see how a style could beat this style. It's fun to see that. I'm excited about it. Let's respect these boxers' journey, especially the ones that's doing good things. Yo, good looking out, Jacob Lee. Good looking out, my brother, man. God bless you. God bless you, my brother. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the support. Pacquiao always been untraditional, very unorthodox. Yeah. So think about it. If people be like, oh, Manny Pacquiao, he got to be traditional. You remember back in the days, oh, man, Manny Pacquiao can't even jab. He doesn't have a jab. He don't know how to punch. He throws everything in one speed. He can't slow it down. And then look at Manny Pacquiao. Canelo Alvarez, he can't move. It's not like he's punches in his feet is on mud. Now he moves. Anthony Joshua got no heart. Then he beats Andy Ruiz on the rematch, and now he's one of the best again. One or two. We don't need to discredit. We don't need to devalue. Let's give respect to the guy that beat the other guy, and that's it. The guy's better than him tonight and could be better than him overall. Being number 2 in the world is still a damn accomplishment in a sport that is a world sport. Being number 3 out of thousands of fighters is something still good. You still got a career. And like I said to those people that be like, yo, Deontay Wilder can't fight and can't box. If he can't fight and he can't box, then please show me and do what he did. Because let's say if I can't fight and I can't box, and I could be a world champion. Matter of fact, I'm going right now to the gym. I'm going to be the champion of the wide world. I don't know how to box. I don't know how to fight. I'll be a champion. I could be like Deontay Wilder. Everybody could be like Deontay Wilder, huh? There is some science into that 1-2 punch. But people also overlooking, like I said in the beginning of this live joint, that yo, beating a 6'9" dude, there is no simulating in fighting a guy like that. There's only one Tyson Fury, guys. Only one Tyson Fury. There is no sparring partner that can simulate a Tyson Fury. You need to get in the ring with him more than 2 times, and maybe he can make an adjustment. Deontay Wilder never really faced a guy that's really taller than him. Think about it. This is different. It's experience to fight this guy. Not everybody could be a Mike Tyson. Everybody could be short beating out these giants. Only Mike Tyson could have done it. Let's give respect. At the end of the day, can't wait for these March showcases. Look out for Shakur Stevenson. He's gonna be fighting. Virgil Ortiz gonna be fighting. Michael Connor gonna be fighting. Josh Kelly gonna be fighting. Kawanaki gonna be fighting also in the heavyweight division. He's a good heavyweight. I want to see him in the ring. Can you imagine Kawanaki in the ring when he get more fights under his belt versus Gerald Miller, versus Tyson Fury? Maybe not Tyson Fury now, but a Gerald Miller versus Kawanaki will be a good fight. I would like to probably see that fight in the future. It's gonna be a good March showcase, and then it gets down and dirty in April. Got Cimero versus Inoue. Then in May we got Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko. Of course, in May we got Canelo Alvarez, probably Kano Smith, probably Billy Joe Saunders. Yo, boxing 2020 is very, very interesting. I hope we can fight another. We could see another best fight, the best. Especially the fight that we want to see. A lot of people want to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. We're going to see also how Errol Spence is going to be coming back after his injury. We're going to see Keith Thurman coming back from his injury. We're going to see Leo Santa Cruz going to be fighting pay-per-view versus Gervonta Tank Davis. We're going to see Gary Russell Jr. if he's just going to move up to the 135-pound division and go after these guys like a Devin Haney and stuff like that. We're going to happen with Devin Haney. Let's see the Fortuna versus Josh Campbell. And let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to have that WBC strap? Yo, it's going to be interesting, y'all. Y'all already know this is Punch Run Boxing, man. I love y'all. Take care. God first, everything second. You already know, man. Fight plus survive equal true champion. Smash the like button. I love y'all. On to the next. Tomorrow, you already know it's Thursday. It's Happy Hour Thursday. Might go live again. I got to do this more often. I love y'all. Take care. Peace out.